Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, we're going to be ranking every single all-time / throwback uniform of every single NBA team. You guys really liked the last video. Got like 590 views, 20 likes. I really appreciate the support in the last video of ranking every single team based on how fun they are to watch. If you haven't go to see that video, please go see it because it is an absolute banger and it did really well. My second most viewed video ever, so I really appreciate it. And today we're going to be back with the NBA content because you guys liked it so much. And today we're going to be ranking every single NBA all-time jersey, their throwback, whatever it's called, on the tiers of S at the top, A, B, C, D, and F, along with uniforms. There's one of every single team here. So yeah, we are going to be ranking them based on that scale, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And by the way, guys, currently we did hit 400 subscribers. Thank you so much. We did hit it. And honestly, our channel's going crazy. We're now at 438 subscribers, and the content's going amazing. Everything's going great. I love that you guys are appreciating it. So if you are new and you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really does help me out. We are on the road to 500 by the end of the month. So if you are new and you like content, please be sure to subscribe. That was a long intro, but let's get straight to the video. The first team is the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, this uniform, it's fine. You got, like, the buck on the logo, which I think is cool. I think when Ray Allen and that kind of style team were, it was kind of cool. I'm going to give it a B tier. I think it's a decent jersey. I think it's above average. There's nothing special, though. Next up, we have the Lakers. I think this is going to be an easy A for me. It's not quite S because of the uniform. It's not amazing, but it is the word iconic, and it just is. You know that Magic Johnson, Kareem, Kobe, when all those players wore that jersey, that is a big jersey to wear. I think the purple and the yellow work super well. I think, again, it's not even about how good the jersey is, because the jersey as itself is probably like a C tier, but the iconicness of it, everyone knows about it. It was an iconic period. I'm putting it at A tier. Next up, we have the Raptors S, one of the best jerseys in the league, if not the best. Just the T-Rex or the Raptor, Velociraptor. The Raptor dribbling the basketball. Vince Carter days reminds me of that. One of the best jerseys of all time, so incredibly clean. Next up, we have the Boston Celtics. See, based on my logic, I'd be putting the Celtics ones also in A. But I'm just gonna put them in B because again they are iconic, and it's gonna be hard to give one like a D or an F honestly because I'm trying to like think of like an all time jersey. It's kind of hard to give it an F, but I'm gonna give the Celtics one a B. It's just not as good, not as iconic as the Lakers one. But I think the Celtics one's still pretty clean as a uni. Next up, we have the Blazers. I'm gonna give the Blazers one an F. This one does not look good to me. It's a very bright red. And the black and white stripe doesn't really make any sense in the uniform. So honestly, if I had to give anyone an F out of these jerseys, I'm going to give this one an F. Because it doesn't look clean in game, and it doesn't look clean right here. Next up, we have the Warriors. And I'm not going to lie, based on this uniform right here, it's probably a C tier. Obviously, the Warriors are my favorite team, and they have some really good jerseys. But this jersey is just average. It is. It's pretty boring. The blue, pretty bright yellow, script, pretty bright yellow words. I mean, it's fine. It's just nothing special. Next up, we have the Rockets, S tier. Hakeem, Yao Ming, those days when they were wearing it, amazing uniforms. Those two are probably my favorite two already up there right now. There's a couple more that will sneak in, but Athanasi S tier, one of the best uniforms. So classic, the pinstripes, beauty, absolutely beautiful. That right there. That uniform is the literal word. You search up beauty, it's gonna come up with the Rockets jerseys because those are that clean. Next up is the Sixers Allen Iverson days. I'm putting this in A tier. Very sick jersey. I really do enjoy watching, especially the Allen Iverson kind of days in the early 2000s. Such a clean jersey. I like the ball going across the Sixers, and then you have like the star on the eye of the Sixers. Very clean jersey, especially in game. One of the best. Next up, we have the Nuggets. Now, these jerseys itself, it's tough. There's some sick jerseys. I just think it's B tier. I think there are better jerseys for the Nuggets that they have. I don't remember their exact ones, but there are some really good Nuggets jerseys. But this one itself, it's fine, but it's nothing special. I think there's a lot better ones out there. And I'm just going to give it a B because I think it's above average, but it's nothing where I'm blown away from it. Next up is the San Antonio Spurs. It's a D tier. It's just boring. I'm sorry. It's boring. Yes, was that iconic with the Tim Duncan, Mono Ginobili, all that days? Absolutely. But as a jersey, it's nothing special. The black kind of is overpowering. You can't even see the text of the San Antonio, and there's nothing going on. It's literally just black and white, so pretty boring. Next up, we have the Jazz. I'm gonna put this in A tier. Not quite an S, but one of the best jerseys as well. I love the mountains in the background. Very, very sick jersey. I think it comes off a shirt well. I think the purple stands out, and it's a jersey that you can always remember because of how clean it is. Next up, we have the New York Knicks. Um, I think it's a C tier. Nothing quite really special. Kind of similar to the Warriors. I think it's fine. I think it's a decent C tier. I think they are iconic and everyone knows them for being iconic. But as a jersey itself, orange, white, blue, nothing special. Next up, we have the Heat with that little red fire thing. I think that's a nice little B tier. That little fire effect at the end is beautiful. I think that's a very nice shirt. I just think there's better ones out there, in my opinion. So I think I'm going to have to put it in a B. Next up, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers ones. These are not my favorite. These are D tier. They're just not my favorite. I think that they came off the shirt really well. It's really not that well, and it looks more like a Knicks jersey than a Cavs jersey. So I'm gonna put it in D tier. I don't really like the logo. I don't really like how it turned out. I'm putting it in D tier. Next up, the Seattle Sonics. I think this is a nice A tier. Actually, no. Realistically, as this jersey though, it's a B tier. I was gonna put it in A, but realistically, as a jersey, it's a B tier. It's nothing special. The more I look at it, the more I realize it's actually not even that good. It's fine. But I think it's still a decent jersey. It's just an iconic period when Durant was playing for the Supersonics, and you always remember that. But it's nothing crazy. Next to be the Timberwolves. I'm just gonna say the C tier. I don't mind the idea. I just don't think it quite worked on the jersey. I like the colors. I like the font, but I don't think it works altogether well, in my opinion. Next up, we have the Nets. I'm gonna put this in. It's B tier. I think it's B tier because I think it looks clean, but it's nothing crazy. I think it's one of the best jerseys that they've ever created for the Nets because the Nets are pretty boring. I like the stripe on the side, but overall, it's nothing special. I'm not putting it any higher. And I'm actually gonna make one change. Nuggets deserve A tier. They deserve A tier. I looked at their jersey; it's pretty clean. Next up is the Clippers. I think this is going to be a nice little D here. Nothing special about the jersey, quite boring, even though it looks even more boring than like the Knicks or the Warriors. I just don't think it really comes off the shirt too well. It doesn't look too clean. And you can't really remember any iconic periods of time when they were wearing that uni. Next up, we have the Bulls. I think this is an easy A tier. Not quite an S tier because an S tier would have to be a clean jersey. It's kind of similar to the Lakers where it's just a iconic jersey with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman and Steve Kerr in those times. But as a jersey, it's nothing crazy, but it's still a nice jersey. I think everyone remembers those jerseys because of the people that were wearing those jerseys. Next up, we have the Pistons S tier. Again, one of the best jerseys. I love the horse on the front of it. It looks really clean. I think it's a very clean jersey, very cleanly drawn. I love the colors. That blue is very, very nice, and it hits quite well, giving it an S. Next up, we have the Mavs. I'm giving this a C. It's just a little too bright for me. I just don't think it quite works because it's a little too bright. I think the colors could have worked, but when I think of the Mavericks, I think of blue. I don't think of green right away. And also, it's, again, just a little too bright for me, in my opinion. Next up, we have the Orlando Magic. I'm going to give this an A tier. Again, kind of similar to the Bulls, honestly, exactly, except you can just remember Shaq, Dwight Howard, Penny Hardaway, all wearing those unis. Very, very clean, very crisp. I'm putting this in A tier. Next will be the Suns. I think this is going to be a B tier. Suns unis aren't too bad, and I actually don't even mind them. But overall, if you're looking at the uniform, it's pretty ugly. It's not even that good. It's nothing special, but it's not bad. I didn't even say it's ugly. It's decent. It's just nothing crazy. Next up, we have the Kings. It's kind of similar to the San Antonio Spurs. I'm going to give this a D tier. Pretty boring. Can't really remember anything from the jersey. Doesn't give me any particular vibes that are like amazing, so I'm going to put it in D tier. Next up, the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm putting this in C tier. Pelicans uniforms. It's not terrible. It's actually not even that bad. I remember this from like the old Anthony Davis kind of days or Chris Paul. I think it looks quite clean, quite crisp, especially because it's a bit more of a new uni because the Pelicans have only been in existence for so long. So I think it works quite well. I'm putting this in C tier. Next up, we have the Pacers. I remember these ugly. These are ugly. I'm sorry. They're D tier. They're one of the more ugly uniforms I remember seeing as an old time period. Doesn't look good. Maybe it works with the Reggie Miller days, but now it doesn't hit as well. I think it looks a little unorganized. It looks a little unfinished with the Pacers logo and stuff like that. I don't think it works too well. Next up, we have the Pelicans. Oh wait, that was New Orleans. There's two Pelicans. Oh, there's two Pelicans. I don't really care about that one. That looks kind of boring as well, so I'll just put it in the same category. Next up, we have the Hawks, and that is. I've actually never seen this logo before. I'm kind of vibing with it. I'll put it in a B tier. I like the hawk on it with the basketball in its hands. Obviously, it's not going to be as clean as like a raptor holding the basketball, but I think it's not a bad logo at all. Next will be the Washington Bullets. Obviously, again, an iconic jersey with like West Unseld, stuff like that. I think it's a C tier though. Pretty average. Kind of similar to like the Warriors, Knicks, or like the uh what was the other team? Pelicans. It's pretty average. Not much to talk about here. Trying to use those like patriotic colors, I get it. Doesn't quite work on the jersey though, and I don't think it quite works with the overall fit of the Washington Wizards. And last but not least, we have the Vancouver Grizzlies S tier, one of the best jerseys. If I had to rank them based on the S tier, I think the Raptors are 1, Rockets are 2, Grizzlies are 3, and Pistons are 4. So I guess we can just put it there. But that's where my ranking for that. I think the Grizzlies one is super clean though. Sharif Abdur-Rahim, I remember him. Very, very sick. Vancouver Grizzlies, sick, sick, sick. Jerseys were clean, logo was clean, amazing look on the logo especially, and I think that deserves an easy S tier. And that's my tier list of ranking every single NBA throwback uniform, all-time uniform, whatever you want to call it. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on the video, turn those post notifications on, turn that bell on, and also subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!